Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to a new toys quadcopter. This is a TK110 and as you can see on the photo, it got some foldable arms like imitating a little bit the Dobby, okay, a very popular selfie drone. So now we'll probably see a lot of kind of these toys with some foldable arms cloning more or less the Dobby design. So it's a basic toys quadcopter with a basic Wi-Fi camera, broadcasting of videos in 720p resolution, but it with a Wi-Fi digital modulation. So let's discover a little bit the content of the box. Okay, here are all the elements. First of all, you have a basic instruction manual with mostly with a bad English Google translation. But at least you will be able to find most of the element, especially here on the roll or each button key of the radio transmitter. You have also the explanation about how to use the application for the Wi-Fi version and where to download it. You have the application is available both in iOS or Android. Okay, and for example, you can find here how to make a start or emergency stop. Okay, so after you will find here this is a phone holder mount to install on the antenna. Okay, so you will be able to install a phone up to a 5-inch model. Okay, so just basically on the radio, and you will be able to attach your phone like this. Here is a radio basic model with a small LCD display, okay, and 2 LEDs color. Good things all the buttons are indicated by a logo. For example, here is for the camera on the photo, but it's not for the Wi-Fi version, it's for the pure camera version. Here you have the flip button, and here the speed button, 2 speed mode only available. Okay, and here you have the headless mode and the takeoff auto landing button. So it means that as you can see, since the throttle stick is center, you have a built-in barometer to make the life more easy for beginners and to be more concentrated on the right stick for your forward, backward, left and right movement. What also you will find 4 props guards. Okay, if you need some, you have the associated key screws to attach it, and a bag with 4 spare props, a screwdriver, USB charging, ending with a GST connector. Okay, and the screws to attach the props. Finally, here you have the quadcopter, so it comes folded like this. Pretty nice, with large props and a gear system, and as you can see, everything from the main gears to the motor pinion are in nylon, so the meshing should be not so bad. Here you can find the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi camera, very small one, and you can only adjust the orientation with a negative angle, so more targeting the ground. I regret it's not possible to apply a more positive angle. As you can see, how the pinhole lens is very narrow, offering a very narrow field of view around 70 degrees. It's definitively, one more time, the 100% common problem with such kind of toys. FPV with a narrow field of view is definitively a bad combination. The 2.4 GHz antenna is installed. I don't really appreciate where it's located because it will favorize more the horizontal, it will defavorize more the horizontal propagation in favorizing more the vertical one. So you will have better transmission when the quadcopter will be up above your head, more or less high, and in this case you have to apply more a negative angle. But if you want to practice more in FPV, the signal propagation won't be so great, okay, due to the diagram propagation of this antenna with a loss of propagation in the main axis of the quadcopter. You have the battery bay, so you have to push it like this to extract and to insert the battery, and you have 850 milliamps per hours LiPo batteries. As you can see, no discharge rate mentioned. I can give some information about the weight of this one if you want to find a spare compatible one. So first of all, the weight is approximately of 25 grams. So and I can give you the exact weight. The battery dimension is about 52 by 25 by 9 millimeters, okay, ending with a GST connector. So since you have a power switch button, that's a good point, you can, without power and plug here, okay, and enter the battery. Be aware because it's a little bit tricky to reinsert everything, to not cut a cable and then push, okay, the battery to not, okay, sometimes a little bit hard to, okay, to make some room to be able to slide the battery. Now it's done. So how is working? You have some button here is to unlock the arms, okay, and make a little bit some focus. You can see some connector here. All the motors is well protecting under some transparent plastic, so it means no really risk of dust introduction. That's good for meshing, okay. So let's free the arms. You have to press here on the button, okay, and until you can hear a click, mean that you reach the last position like this, and you can get that the size of this quadcopter is really important. Okay, so now it's deployed, and you can also deploy the landing gears by inserting laterally like this, and then reclips the stuff, okay, like this, and you can install the landing gear like this. So you have a ground clearance approximately of 2-3 centimeters, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let's say you have, okay, 33 millimeters of ground clearance, which is not bad. So like the Dobby, you have a button, a power button located on top. You have to long press few seconds to power the button, and you have some green flashing and green front, red on the rear, okay. To turn off, you have to press here this button, and I can give you an information about the weight, the total weight of this machine. So it's a gear system with some 8.5 millimeters by 20 coreless motors. So I will use this probably this box to scale correctly the machine. Okay. So you can see that the total weight is around 158 grams, which is not so light, okay, for a brushed quadcopter. Thanks to the gear system and the large props, of course you will have a lot of lift, but I'm afraid that the durability of the coreless motors will be reduced, because it's representing a lot of stress for motors. So if you are addressing by such model, please stock at least one clockwise and one counterclockwise motor in spare. I think they are quite standard. So the availability of spare part is a big open question. Hope it will be available. So no other extra lights, okay, and 160 grams, and if you add the prop guard, you have to probably add around 10 grams more. Okay, the props are quite standard. You have to remove these plastic caps to access to the screw locking the props. Okay, and well, let's have a look to the application. You have to download it here. Okay, use a QR code to scan it and to retrieve the API key for Android, for example. One important point: if you don't use a Wi-Fi, the control range announced to be around 50 meters. Okay, check the RF chip. It's an XN297 and the radio transmitter. So out of the box is not the most powerful 2.4 GHz radio chip, and you have around 50 meters without the Wi-Fi, but with the Wi-Fi it's reduced to 25 meters and more. If you lost the signal, you have approximately 4-5 seconds of delay before to shut down the motor. So there is a small risk of fly away, be aware of it. So 25 meter in coordination with a 4-5 seconds of fail-safe, it's a lot. And definitively you have to know that Wi-Fi is sharing the same band 2.4 GHz with the radio, so both are sharing, try to talk in the same band, and by the way, it's reducing both performances. It means in terms of radio distance limited to 25 meters, and for the Wi-Fi in general, it's a digital modulation. It means that you will have a frame rate drop versus a distance, so the more far you are, the less a frame per second you will have display on your phone, on your tablet. Okay, so now it's time to make some perform some audio tests. Okay, I will record via the apps of the videos. Okay, and you will see the current frame rate drop versus distance, and make some tests how flies this machine. Okay, so this is the first outdoor demo flight of the Skytech TK110. Okay, so first of all, install an Android 6.0 phone on the camera holder. It's fitting well, no big problem, no sliding. And first of all, you have to, when you turn on the quadcopter, and if you want to fly it with the radio, or you can also fly this quadcopter uniquely with the phone. Okay, so you will have some virtual sticks. I don't know if there are some improvement in terms of range if you are using only your phone to fly it. I don't know, but I think there will be less interferences because there are no more radio emitting some power in the same 2.4 GHz band. Anyway, so we will turn on the machine. So long press on the button here and turn on the transmitter, and to harm the machine you have to push up and down, and as you can see, it's be aware, it's turning the motor. So to stop the motors you have to long press the throttle down, or in emergency press like this inner down the bow sticks. It will engage an emergency steps, as you can see. Okay, so I will now power my phone, and to plug the our Wi-Fi, you have to connect on the Wi-Fi. So have a look to the Wi-Fi device. Actually, it's Sky Wi-Fi OCBA, and it's connected. So now I will be able to I will record in the same time. I will be able to run the application. Okay, and like this, and I will be able to press on start, and you have the choice to select either the remote control or the pure apps control. So I will use the remote control. Okay, so you have this button appearing, and you have to press the camera in theory. Okay, if it's not bugging. Okay. Okay, now it's done. As you can see, you have the display. Oh, crashing a bit. Now it's okay. So I will be able to fly. And you can also record both the camera by pressing the button here. So you will be able to see both recording, one saved with my Android screen saver, and the one with the camera button on the application here. So I will start here recording, and let's take off. I will press the take off button, and voila. So you can see here the application. So let's check the default rate in beginner rate. Is slow as expected, but not so bad. The control is smooth. Okay, let's take a little bit some altitude, and as you can see, you have an altitude hold. Okay, so you don't need to play with the left sticks, you stay more or less in the same altitude. I got some drift, maybe I need to calibrate a little bit the accelerometer. That's not so bad. It's not so bad in terms of power with the 850 milliamps power LiPo. Okay. Make a tour. Okay, let's check the descent rate. It's good. It's powerful. Let's engage now the high speed, 2 beep. Oh yes, the yaw is increased. Let's check that. Yes, the yaw rate is increased, not bad. So, but the forward and backward movement, not so much. It's more the yaw rate improved in terms of accuracy. I will claim the ascent rate is good. Powerful machine. Hope you can see in the top of it. Yes, transmission is not bad. And as I explained in my review, the vertical axis is favorized. Okay, I will descend now. Wow, not so bad. So I will perform a fail-safe test. It's very important in case you lose the control. Okay, I will stop recording here, and I will turn off the radio. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not so bad. Okay, let's retake the control. And if I can press the takeoff, yes, so you can repress. I will record again. Working well. Finally, the beginner, yes, you have a slight improvement in the rate, forward rate in the expert mode, but very slight. It's more the yaw rate which is improved. That is flying well. Okay. Let's play a little. You have some latency, of course, obviously, no miracle. Don't expect too much. The Wi-Fi, especially when they are sharing the same band. I am positively surprised by the thrust available by this machine, and the flying time should be not so bad, around more than 5 minutes for sure. You have a big battery, 850, which not so bad. Okay, look at the display. Nice, altitude hold, working fine. Some drifts probably I need a calibration, but it's not so bad for parameters. Well, some frame rate drop in the Wi-Fi, no miracle, okay. What is missing? A wide angle for sure. The thread is unfortunately not compatible with any existing wide lens mode, unfortunately. So you won't be able to unscrew the actual lens and to attach a more larger one with a larger field of view. So you can add an extra lens over it to enlarge, but you will reduce the luminosity. Okay, no miracle. So how is handling the light? Yes, you have some latency for sure in the display. You have around 1 second of delay. Now I'm 10 meters and the frame rate is around 10 frames per second approximately. So this is a drawback of any Wi-Fi device. Versus distance, the quality is not degraded, but you are losing some frame rate because some packets are not well decoded, and you won't display any image with too much bad packets. But flying well. Okay, some inertia after a turn, since the forward and backward movement are not so strong. I guess is to favorize stabilization in the videos. Okay. So here the frame is completely, the screen is locked, but no more freezing. So I will come closer, maybe. No. It's okay. The application crashed, I guess. Yes. So I will attempt an auto landing. Okay, not bad. So how to proceed? Okay, I will start again, and I will wait a couple of seconds, maybe I reach some battery. I don't know. The signal is here. I will press recording. Can I? No. I have to wait a couple of seconds, maybe. So I will probably I'm connected for sure. Here is to playback some saved file, and why is not working anymore? This 3D button, I don't know. Let's try to see if I can play with the apps control, but I have no feedback. Okay, so it's hard to see because I don't have the screen behind. The camera is not working. I don't have any. Oh, it's coming. So now I will press again. So the trick is to first press the app's camera and then to turn on the radio after. So let's see that. We will record it and press the backup button. Okay. Today is completely wind-free, so it's perfect. You can see the stability of the machine, quite impressive. But the latency is pretty bad. Yes, and it seems that the application is crashing. Okay, now it's returning. I got some flashing LEDs, so it's time to land. I will press the auto takeoff button. Okay. Whoops. And stop recording here. Okay, so by the way, present flyers stable thanks to the altitude hold. It's good for beginners, extra beginners, to perform some first video with a moderate quality, and be sure to have an extra latency versus distance, so you cannot really practice FPV just to monitor a scene from higher point of view. Okay, you can monitor FPV machine. Well, but it's a little bit some slow forward-backward movement in high rate, but except that, this machine flying well, got a good punch and good flying duration. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please thumb it, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.